Hey guys, welcome to Simply Bitcoin, a channel that breaks down all the daily Bitcoin news from Twitter to important updates to the cringy fails. We've got it all. But before we get started, drop us a like and subscribe. All right, let's kick it off with the Clark Moody dashboard. So we are starting at a block height of 648,333. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 10,668 and chain rewrite days 530. Total lightning capacity 1,073.89 BTC. So we're up from last Friday.
Oh yeah,
very nice.
Just keeps coming up, man. It's crazy.
Nice.
It's crazy. I think it's time for the daily fail, Phil.
Brought to you by the folks at DeFi.
I was like, wait, we got a sponsor?
No, it's not a sponsor. Oh my God. Barf. Okay. It's okay. We're keeping it professional. Okay. So we got some Ethereum quotes going on here. Okay. As DeFi continues its explosive growth, Bitcoiners are left with an impossible choice. Embrace on Ethereum, but concede that ETH will always be better DeFi collateral, or don't embrace BTC on Ethereum and watch ETH emerge as the best form of internet money. And just to go on that, there was, it just almost seems like it's fitting, right? All of a sudden there's a problem here with some, with some shit coining. BZX lost, this is an exchange, an exchange and a token, 2.6 million of Link, 1.6 million of ETH, 3.8 million in stable coins. It's all crap anyways. But yeah. So if you take a look at this, right, please pause operations until this can be re-audited. Isn't centralization wonderful? Okay.
Dude.
So I mean, it's just such a circus. All of this stuff is such a circus. People are dumping their money into things that haven't even been verified. It's so sad. It really is.
It reminds me of the shitcoin ICO of 2017, of the shitcoin ICOs of 2017. That's what it reminds me of, bro. Everyone's just buying fruit coins and all this bullshit.
Like, I never even heard of BZX, and then I go to look at it, and it's like, oh, we've got their own token, and what's their location? Blockchain. It's like, oh, come on, man. This is so sad.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty sad.
Funds there. So, guys.
So, what's the lesson, Phil?
I mean, there's been so many lessons with DeFi, but just, the lesson is don't get caught in the scams.
Don't get caught in the scams. All right, some Phil wisdom for today. It's time for the meme review. This is our first meme review from one of our fellow plebs in the Simply Bitcoin Telegram chat. If you want us to review your memes, definitely join the Simply Bitcoin Telegram chat for a chance for us sexy plebs to review your memes.
And shout out to Sven Star Fury, right?
Shout out, bro. This is your meme. We're gonna review it today.
All right.
We're not going to be nice. We're not going to be nice. We're going to be honest, because that's what plebs do.
That's right.
Bitcoin is money. Bitcoin separates money and state. Okay, I like it. It's simple and effective. So I'm going to give it a simple and effective score. 7.5 for Nico. What about you, Phil?
I'm nicer than you on this one.
8. I like it. Why an 8, Phil? I'm just curious.
He gets an 8 because, number one, it is entirely clear what the messaging is.
That's true.
And number two, he touches on something that is obviously core, right? He goes to show fiat. So right away, there's that direct relationship, showing, that like, hey, this stuff is garbage.
Absolutely. So man, it is very effective. It is very effective, but I gave it a 7.5 because it didn't make me laugh. And bro, the Matrix meme is just, it's godlike. It's very hard. It's very hard to live up to that.
How is anyone going to top it?
I know, right? So I don't know if I'm ever going to give out a 10 again. It's going to be very hard.
I think I gave it an 11.
Yeah, I know, right? I should have given 11.
Scale.
It deserved an 11. The Daily News, sponsored by... Okay, so we got an awesome piece of news today. Phil, actually, we were talking about this because
Oh yeah.
it created, man, the IRS and the Gov really don't like Bitcoin. So the piece of news is the IRS offers a $625,000 bounty to anyone who could break Monero and Lightning. I don't think you can break Lightning because it's peer to peer. So I'm
Yeah.
not very optimistic for the IRS, but they're willing to offer up a bounty of $625,000 to anyone who can break it. Purportedly untraceable coins such as Monero and as trace transactions on Bitcoin's Lightning Network. If you guys know how Lightning Network works, I don't think that will be possible. I don't think it's physically possible. What are your thoughts on this, Phil?
I mean, yeah, I definitely. I mean, look, congrats to them for actually taking the time to figure out that there are some things that are incredibly complicated, and that okay, let's give it a shot. But do I actually think that they're going to break it? No, not a chance. And also, I don't think I think that a person who is technically capable, I don't think $625,000 is a high enough bounty.
I agree with that.
So I think they're going to get some bites, but yeah, I don't think that they're offering enough.
So supposedly this company CyberTrace claims it could already trace Monero's transactions. I don't know if I believe that. So Monero and Lightning work a little bit differently. Lightning's literally peer to peer, right? So I don't know if you could. I don't think it's feasible, but I might be wrong here. We're gonna have to ask Ben the Carman. Shout out to you because you'll probably know more than us. But we should definitely ask him, Phil. Anyways, The next piece of news is pretty bullish. So, oh wait, hold on. Man, there we go. Okay. So the next piece of news is by MicroStrategy. This is Michael Saylor. This is the CEO. He's the founder, the chairman, and the CEO. And look what's in his Twitter bio. It says Bitcoin. So who the hell is Michael Saylor? So Michael Saylor is the CEO behind MicroStrategy. They're the first publicly traded company that bought $250 million worth of Bitcoin in reserves. Well, they just announced today, they told the SEC that they may increase their $250 million Bitcoin reserves. Guys, keep in mind, this is a $1.5 billion company. And the fact that $250 million of their market cap is already tied up in Bitcoin is extremely bullish. And this guy, Michael Saylor, he's got some big ass balls. So shout out to you, Michael Saylor. So let's read a little bit more about the information. The business intelligence company told the SEC on Monday it may increase its Bitcoin holdings beyond the $250 million haul. That blockbuster buy transformed much of MicroStrategy's cash reserves into Bitcoin, placing the NASDAQ-traded firm along Wall Street's most notable Bitcoin bulls. Future allocations would continue down the Treasury allocation path. On September 11th, the board formally recognized Bitcoin as MicroStrategy's primary Treasury reserve asset on an ongoing basis. Guys, so we were talking about this earlier. So Bitcoiners have been kind of prophesizing this moment for many years to come, right? We've been saying this is going to happen. And I think that the next big milestone is obviously not only other companies to follow the same path, but also a small country possibly to take Bitcoin under a reserve currency. And man, this is super bullish for Bitcoin. And it's just confirming what we've been already preaching for so many years. Phil, I know that there are some awesome software releases that came out today.
Software releases. Yeah, man. Let's take a look at these. All right. So for software releases today, we've got Blue Wallet version 5.5.8 released. So in that, support for big wallets, which is a little bit, more than 3K TXs. New wallet sidebar navigation for tablet and desktop, new languages, new currencies, bug fixes. And also, actually, we are going to go on over to another release, which is Sparrow Wallet, and we are going to be heading over to Bitcoin Q&A site so we can take a look at this. This looks pretty cool. I'm going to definitely want to install this and mess around with it because I just love installing all of this software.
I know it was making a lot of buzz on Twitter, Phil.
There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so the Sparrow Wallet. What is Sparrow Wallet? Sparrow Wallet is a desktop only Bitcoin wallet available on all major platforms and provides fantastic alternative to Electrum, which, I'm kind of interested in that, right? Because I've used Electrum a little bit and kind of always wanted to just try out a different one. So this is pretty cool. And here's some of the features that it has, right? Own node backing via Electrum server, new wallet generation, wallet imports, including Electrum, all major hardware wallet support, including air gap devices. Oh, so maybe cold card. Coin selection and labeling, multi-sig, PSBT, watch-only wallets, custom derivation paths. So that's a pretty cool release.
Dude, so I'm super bullish for two reasons. Since they added the PSBTs, which stands for partially signed Bitcoin transactions, it's such a standard now that it's actually pretty easy for developers to create their own wallet and add that interoperability between hardware devices because they're all on the PSBT standard. So that's really cool, Phil.
Yeah. I think it's really awesome. And I learned how to use a PSBT maybe like 6 months ago or something like that, 7 months ago, and with my cold card. And it's just, to me, it's like it's a whole different experience, and it really does change, like it does change, and you kind of do feel that shift of like moving to the the air gapped type of transaction,
Absolutely, for sure. And it's just so awesome. It's so bullish. And Phil, let me tell you about my podcast that drops out this week. I'm super excited. I've been looking forward to this for a while now, and it's with the artists that were behind the 21ism. I would call it what would you call it? A comic? I guess that's the best name that does it justice. It's featured on Citadel 21, the awesome Pleb magazine. It's really cool. Definitely go check that out. And I actually have a podcast dropping out today. Another audio podcast, which is featuring my buddy Leron. He's a good friend of mine, and you guys should definitely go check that out. He's a Bitcoiner as well. Anyways, guys, tune in tomorrow if you want simply Bitcoin and no shitcoins. See you guys on the next one.